Hi, this is Dr. Toni Alvarado, your host for Harmonize Your Life Conversations on Self-Care for Women of Color podcast. I'm glad that you joined us for another week of conversations on self-care and health and wellness, fitness, things that can help us improve our lives and to live a more harmonious and healthy lifestyle. Today, we have a very, very special young lady who's going to be in the podcast studio with us. She's going to be sharing about her wellness journey as well as her wellness program. And so we'll be right back in just a moment with our guest for today. And I promise you, you will enjoy our conversation and hopefully you'll find something that you can take with you on your wellness journey. All right, we'll be right back. All right. So we have with us today Miss Felicia Redding, and she is no stranger to the podcast, our podcast conversations. We've had her in the past on our podcast and sharing about her wellness journey and things that help us to stay well, to be well, and stay well. And we've been on this journey together. I'm so proud of her. She's a spiritual daughter of mine, a member of my local church, Grace Church International. I am her pastor, and I am so proud of her and the work that she is doing. Felicia is a holistic health coach, and she specializes in helping her clients to realize their God-given potential. She resides here in Georgia. She's a Navy veteran, a single mother, a health coach, a dancer, liturgical dancer. She's just the bomb.com.
Thank you.
So she served as in the Navy as a hospital corpsman, and which sparked her desire. It was that journey, her journey in the military, that sparked her desire to go into health and wellness and to help others in their wellness journey. So will you help me welcome to the podcast studio today, Miss Felicia Redding. Welcome, Felicia.
Hi, thank you for having me. It's always good to be here.
It's always good to have you with us. And so, Felicia, you know, I had you on last year.
Yes.
And we talked about your wellness journey and your weight loss and all the things that you had to go through to become the woman that you are today, as a mother and as a woman of God and as a holistic health coach. Yes. Can you just give us just a little bit of your background in the health and wellness field for those who are just now getting to know or hearing about you?
Okay, sure. Well, I went to the military right out of high school and did a lot of direct patient care. And I intentionally went in because I wanted to be a registered nurse. And didn't want my mama to pay for school. So I said, well, let me just go to the military and, let me just, help her out and do it on my own. But I soon discovered that providing direct patient care was not what I wanted to do.
Okay.
I learned a lot, though.
We share that in common because, I went to nursing school.
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
And after 4 years, discovered, this is not what I want to do.
I have friends that are nurses and they love it, but it just wasn't for me. So, but I've always wanted to help people. And so when I got out of the military, I went to massage school. So I said, well, I kind of like the whole alternative medicine path. I really didn't like traditional medicine because I had seen so much when I worked in hospitals. And And so I did that, but I went the clinical route because I still wanted to help people, not just give, you know, the frou-frou massage. I wanted to really like treat injuries and things like that. And so I went that path, and I did massage for a while. And then I decided, I don't really like that. But the good thing about it is that I discovered aromatherapy through that path. And that helped me a lot. And it helped me to really help with, I have asthma. And so I was able to develop different blends to help me when those rough times of the year, like now when it's really cold, I can go ahead and burn those oils in the atmosphere to help me, and then helping friends and family. And then once I decided to leave massage behind, I went to get my undergraduate degree because I finally decided this, I finally figured out what I was going to do. And so I got my undergraduate degree at 33 years old. It's never too late, people. At 33 years old. I was the oldest person in my class, but I got a health promotion degree, which is a wellness degree. And so I ended up, going to regular, getting a regular job and working in the federal government. And during quarantine, it was just, I just felt this call to just kind of really widen my skill set, because before the pandemic, I got a master's degree in wellness counseling because I was seeing clients and I realized that it was a lot deeper than just prescribing a meal plan and a fitness plan, and even in my own life, I realized that there was some healing that needed to be done because I was covering that up by eating and, doing some things, because I'll feel something and I'm like, I need to do this, but
that comfort food.
Yes. Yes. I am.
How many of us do that, right? How many of us eat a pint of ice cream to mask depression, loneliness, frustration?
Yes. Yeah. So I still have a real problem with that, and I still, fight through that. But taking those counseling courses really helped me to be able to really articulate how to help people, because it was just like, I don't know, just do it. You can do it. And it's like, how do I do that? So that really helped me to be able to really feel where they were and help them from there. Just kind of meet them where they were, because everybody is in different stages of the journey.
Right.
So, and then during the pandemic, I decided to go a little deeper with it. And I've always, with aromatherapy, I've always dabbled in like doing like herbs and stuff and like, natural remedies. But I decided to get certified as a herbalist. And so then I got and opened up another box of making teas, making yoni steams, which the yoni steam started.
And all of these things you do through Destination W.E.L.L, which is your company.
Yes. So Wellness is WELL is an acronym that stands for Wholeness in Every Level of Life. So emotional, physical, spiritual, everything. So, because it's not just one little portion, it's everything, it all factors in how we feel and how we operate and what we do.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, I wanted you to come on today because you have a new product out, a new program out. And when you were telling me about it, I was like, hey, let's talk about it on the podcast. Let's share with the larger community what you have going on in this wellness space. And that's what this podcast is about. It's about partnering with other people in this whole health and wellness space, giving information, inspiration, motivation, and bringing women of like precious faith like yourself on so we can talk about issues that are pertinent to our wellness and offer resources. Because I find a lot of times as a pastor and as a health and wellness coach myself, a lot of times what people want to move forward, they want to be healthy. Women want to be healthy, but sometimes they don't know where to begin. They don't know where to start.
Right.
And so what I appreciate is that you've developed a program, and I'm going to put the name of your program up for those of who are listening or watching us on YouTube. It is 21 Days of Transformation. 21 Days of Transformation. That's the new program that Felicia has launched, and it's out now, right, Felicia?
Yes. I just launched it today, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Good. So talk to us about this program.
Okay. So 21 Days of Transformation actually started with a book that I wrote. It is a 21-day wellness devotional. I like to write, obviously, because I wrote a book, but I journal. And I've journaled since I was a little girl. When I moved out and went to the military, my mom still has boxes of notebooks from me just writing. And I'm not a talker so much, but when I feel it, then that's how I get it out, is I write. And so I started taking the lessons that I've learned on my wellness journey, and I just put them, and I applied biblical principles to those things. Sometimes, when we read the Bible, we get really intimidated. At least I have, and I still do sometimes, because it's like we hear the word on Sunday and the word is great and we shout and everything. And it's like, okay, now how do I apply this to my everyday life?
Right.
And so that's what 21 Days of Transformation does. In the original book, I added some of my original journal entries as well.
Okay.
But I decided with the program, we took those out.
Okay.
We took those out. But the reason why I created it is because as a health coach, and I know you know this as well, being a health coach is that, and being into fitness the way that you are, I'm sure you get plenty of DMs and phone calls and text messages and saying, how can I do this? How can I do what you do to apply that to my life? And
the main thing is, how do I stay consistent? I get that question all the time. How do you stay consistent? Yeah, go ahead.
So basically what the 21 Days of Transformation is, it's a coaching program. So with the pandemic being the way that it is, and everybody being scattered everywhere, this is something that you can do at home on your own pace, and you can customize it to you, and you can have that extra help. So in the book is it's the book 21 Days of Transformation. It's in ebook form, so you can pull it up on the computer. And then also, in addition to that, I've added a journal that is called Healthy Homework, and it corresponds with each day of the devotional. So I pretty much kind of try to direct your path as far as thinking about certain things and walking those things out, because that kind of speaks to mental and spiritual health, because that's so important.
It's so important. Exactly.
So because
especially now, we've had this rash of suicides in our community with Chelsea Christ and Regina King's son. And now another star this week that they're thinking might have been suicide. I can't remember the name. I think the guy from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I saw that. And I'm not a Walking Dead.
I'm not either, but I heard someone talking about it the other day, and they're saying that they're suspecting that it might have been suicide. So we've had and earlier this month, I have a episode on pandemic PTSD.
Yes.
And it's real.
It is.
All of us have been traumatized by this pandemic.
It is.
And we need resources and tools like what you're doing to help us get through it. That's this podcast is a resource. It's a tool.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? To help people process, help people hear information that will help them work through those issues of loneliness, isolation that this pandemic has brought. You know, just fear of losing our lives, losing loved ones, all the stuff that we've gone through in these last 2 years, and we're still in it.
Yeah, you have like, you know, a regular cold and you cough one time, you're like, oh Lord, do I have COVID?
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm not gonna die, Jesus, you know.
And it's real. It's a very it's a thought, and all of us have had it.
Yes.
All of us have had it. I had it recently. I was coughing and I was like, oh Lord, do I have COVID?
It's like, everybody get away from me.
You know, and we're laughing about it, but it's very serious.
Yes.
And it's almost, it can send you into a panic attack. And then Dr. Shanae Tehran, who I'm talking to about PTSD, pandemic PTSD, the first episode of this month. And she talked about hypervigilance. Like some people are so hypervigilant about it. You know, you have some people that are just, they won't go anywhere. They don't want anybody. They isolated themselves, barricaded themselves in their houses, won't come out for hardly anything. And so you have the one end of the spectrum of people who act like it don't exist. Then you have way on the other extreme, people who are super vigilant to the point where it causes them stress and everybody around them stress.
Yes. So, in addition to the ebook and the journal, like we were talking about before, I always get asked, you know, especially because I post a lot of what I eat, especially during our consecration. I was vegan 90% of the time. Right. So I try to show the people that follow me, or at least the people that, you know, people of color, because eating healthy has such a bad rap. It's too expensive. You can't do this. You know, I like my meat. I want to eat, you know, this, that, and the other. And it's killing us.
Yeah.
So, so in doing that, I also get a lot of people asking me, you know, how is this? But, you know, I don't really have a recipe for most stuff. It's like I feel something in my spirit.
You make it so appetizing and so fun. I love it. I love watching your posts. And a lot of times I'll be like, oh, I'm going to go try that. And I'll go and do it too. And be like, Felicia, I don't usually post my food. I post my workouts.
Right.
And so, but I'll send you a text and be like, look what I made today.
Yeah, those tacos look good, by the way.
Girl, those cauliflower tacos, you know, I ordered them when I go out. There's a restaurant, particularly here in Conyers, where I get them. But the other week, I was like, I bought a head of cauliflower, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this myself, and it was delicious.
Yeah,
delicious. I'm making some black beans, yellow rice, and sauteed peppers and onions for dinner today.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't eat meat during the fast. We've been fasting for 21 days at the church, you know that.
Right.
And so I generally do no meat during that time, like you. And sometimes it's hard for me to go back after I've done the 21 days of no meat.
Because you detoxed your body, and so your body doesn't want it anymore.
So talk to us a little bit, since we're talking about that. What's the significance of the 21 days?
The 21 days is, they say if you can do anything for 21 days, it becomes a habit. And so I'm not trying to make everybody into a vegan, because I'm not, you know, I mean, I was at one point in my life, I was a vegan for 2 years, and I realized that it did not work for me. Okay. So with a meal plan, and it's going to be 3 levels. It's a beginner, which is just eating a nutrient dense whole food diet. Then there is intermediate, where encourage a vegan lifestyle or a plant-based lifestyle where there's no dairy, no type of plant, no type of animal product of any kind.
Okay.
And then there is advanced where it's raw vegan. And I also put a disclaimer because your body in the wintertime wants something warm. So you can have smoothies and salads and, and all types of raw and raw food and smoothies and stuff during the day. But at night, take that time and have like a warm vegetable soup with some mix with some greens and stuff in there to really warm your body up before you go to bed. So those are the 3 options. And again, what works for this plan may not work for you. Okay. So this is basically just a discovery phase in showing you what you can do and what your body likes, what it doesn't like, and what it needs to thrive.
Okay.
So
what it needs to thrive.
Yes. Right. Because your body will let you know.
So do you have you actually have recipes in the book?
Yes, I have a few. I have some juicing recipes. I have some smoothie recipes.
Oh, I need the juicing recipes. I love juicing. And
I didn't do an exhaustive, I don't have like 20 recipes in there for that, but I do have a few, the ones that the ones that I really like. And then I have some food recipes that you can take and just kind of adapt to your lifestyle. And I try to make everything really easy. You don't need a whole bunch of ingredients, and something that's cheap and easy, showing you that you can add those things in. You may still, eat your, macaroni and cheese and all that stuff, but let's put that on one day, do that for one day and, have Sunday dinner. But then you come back during the week, and you eat clean during the week, so that's better than eating crazy all week, all 7 days of the week, So just balancing what we do, balancing what we eat, adding those good things in. And sometimes with my clients, I tell them, we're not going to eliminate all of these things. We're going to add, I don't want you to think of it as elimination. We're going to add all the good things in. And then pretty soon you'll love the good things so much, you won't want the bad things.
Right. I always tell my clients that I'm working with, I have a few clients that I'm working with one-on-one. I'm supporting them through their health and wellness journey. And I always tell them, when you take something out, what are we going to replace it with?
Right.
So I love the fact that when you say we're going to just add some of the good stuff, and we're not going to try to take everything out, because if you've been eating unclean all your life or for a long time, the likelihood of you just going cold turkey is you're setting yourself up for failure. So take a little bit at a time. And I like your approach, adding a little bit here and there to the point where your body now begins to want that more than the other.
Yeah, because it's not, elimination doesn't work because most of us have food addictions. We were raised eating, certain foods. And so it's, all of a sudden you taking that out, because that's a sense of comfort too. It's like you snatching the security blanket off. And so it's like, no, I want that thing that makes me feel good. And so I want to, I want to eat that. I want to have that. And so what I have learned in my journey is, if it's something that I'm like really craving, I'll say, how can I veganize this? How can I clean this up and make it better? Because like for my birthday,
can you give me an example?
Sure. For my birthday, I wanted some pasta. I wanted some straight up Alfredo pasta with just all the veggies and all that stuff. And I said, okay, I can have the pasta. What I did for the pasta, I used chickpea pasta instead of the regular pasta. Wow. And I went on Pinterest, because Pinterest is life. And I found a vegan Alfredo recipe, and I just kind of like doctored it up, made it taste how I wanted it to taste. So
And it looked good. The picture you put out there was wonderful.
It was so good. It was very good. And I always feel so accomplished after I make something. I was like, I did that. This is all right too. Shoot. So I mean, this journey is it's good because you find out what you really like, and if you find out what your body likes,
and you made it fun.
That's yes. Because now Leia gets into it. Now, half of the time she does not eat what I cook, but if she sees me in there tinkering around, she'll go and she'll get her little stool and she'll stand up on her little step and she say, "What you making, mommy?" So we trying. So
okay.
I'm trying.
How much weight have you lost since you started your wellness journey?
I am up and down. I had some grief weight creep back on.
Okay.
But so far I'm down by about 22 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're trying to get the rest of the postpartum.
Yeah.
I don't know how to be 6, and I'm still fighting this. I don't want
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. And I like what you said. You had some grief weight to come, and that lets everybody know that sometimes on this wellness journey we hit bumps in the road.
Yes.
And then we just go, when we do, acknowledge it, name it, get the help we need, and then get back on the journey.
Yes.
Yeah, we do. And we have seasons. I was telling my trainer the other day, I was like, this last few pounds that I've been trying to lose, I'm doing everything I know I'm losing. He said, it's winter.
Yeah.
He said, it's going to come off you in the summer.
Yeah, because your body pads it.
What you doing? He was like, your body is holding on to it because of the cold.
Yeah.
I need to think about it. And it's not a lot of weight, but I'm trying to lose about 5 pounds that I just don't want. So
you'll be fine this summer though. It's gonna fall right off.
That's what he's
gonna be on the beach.
That's right, girl. That's right. All right. That's good. So this transformation ebook, is it only ebook, or is it bound at all?
It is not bound.
Okay.
You can print it and bind it. I know some people work that way.
All right, but it's available. Where do we find it?
It's on DestinationW.E.L.L.
Okay.
And
that on the screen, DestinationW.E.L.L.
Yes.
All right. So that's where we can find it.
Yes. And I have added 2 little gifts to accompany you on your wellness journey. And one is my Fresh Start blend, which is herbal tea. And it is going to help you detoxify your body. Mm-hmm. So you'll drink this in the morning, you get that fresh start. And then in the evening time, it's a nighttime chai, which is a herbal blend of different herbs, and you're going to warm up some warm milk. It's called moon milk. Mm-hmm. So it's a moon milk blend. You just take a tablespoon of it, warm it up with your favorite plant-based milk, whether it's oat, almond, coconut, whatever.
I'm gonna try that because I like almond and oat. I don't drink regular cow milk.
Yeah, I wouldn't use cow's milk at all to do this. I would use plant-based milk, and I'll bring you some.
Okay.
And you just warm it up, and I usually put a little because some of the herbs have a little bite to them, and so I put a little bit of raw honey in there. And it's like a nice warm drink that you drink at night. And I remember the first time I blended it, I didn't realize that it was going to put me to sleep like that. And I woke up in the middle of the night to take a potty break, and I almost bumped into the wall. I was so asleep. I was like, what is going on?
Wow.
So yeah, and it has turmeric in there, so it's gonna if you're working out real good, it's gonna help your body recover. It's gonna reduce some of the inflammation in your body, which is the foundation of most sicknesses. And most of us, especially when we get older, we have problems sleeping, and so that's gonna help you do that.
Wow. And I just want to just say, I'm what I'd like to do is I want to get with you because I have probably about I have several women that I'm coaching right now, one-on-one, and a couple of them they're they're wanting to change their eating, they're wanting to lose weight. And so I want to recommend your program to a
Okay.
couple of them
Okay.
um,
Awesome. I
that
would
are
love that.
they're really struggling in that area and wanting to make some real changes. So I'm going to recommend your program, and I recommend anybody listening to check out Felicia's program, her 21 days of transformation. Um, I know from my own life what going on a 21-day journey, wellness journey can do. I do it a couple of times a year where I stop eating meat. I refrain from meat for 21 days, eating only vegetables and fruit for 21 days, fasting for 21 days, praying for 21 days. There is something very spiritual about the number 21, and just what it means in the Bible. The number 21, in numerology, if you believe in biblical numerology, with the number 21 symbolizes um um the number 21 symbolizes depravity, and refraining from depravity and sinfulness. It means it means growing, outgrowth, um outgrowing those kind of things. When you look through the Bible, you see so many times where God spoke to the people in numbers. The number 7 meaning certain things, number 10 meaning certain things, number 21. I know for the Daniel fast, we get the number 21 from Daniel, because when he fasted 21 days. And
Right.
the Bible says that while he fasted, God sent the answer. The messenger from God came to him to bring the answer. And so a lot of people that fast, not just in the Christian religion, but even in other religions, believe in fasting for a certain number of days, 21 days, 40 days, or whatever. And so I know from my own life what 21 days of transformation can do in your and my life. Felicia, I want to also let them know that I want to just plug you a little bit, and let them know about some of the work we've done together.
Yes.
Because I came to you and I said, Felicia, I want you to help me blend a tea, a harmony tea, a tea that will help women relax, a tea that will help us with stress. And so I'm so excited. I am holding in my hand the harmony tea blend that Felicia helped me with. We talked about what I enjoy in teas and what flavors and tastes that I like. And so this tea is a lemon cinch green tea. I love green tea. So I told her, let's start there. I love green tea. I also like black tea as well. I like Earl Grey black tea. But this has lavender, lemon balm, rose petals, chamomile, and peppermint. And it is a wonderful tea blend. It is available on my website at drtonyalvarado.com. And I'm so proud to say that Felicia Redding from Destination W.E.L.L was the one who helped me develop the Harmony Tea Blend.
And you know how when I was blending, I thought about the type of woman you are and what you represent. And so I know that you're AKA, so I want to have some rose petals in there, especially since you asked for green tea. So you got your pink and green in there. But even though you are, and also you're a lady. And so I wanted to make it effective, and I wanted to make it make it feminine. And because that's how I view you. And
Oh,
so that was the inspiration behind the tea.
thank you. I appreciate you. When we talked through it and got a chance to work together on making this tea, I was so excited about it. We talked about it last year, actually.
Yes.
And so it's been a year in the making.
Mm-hmm.
And so this month we launched the Harmony Tea Blend. So go to drtonyalvarado.com and support the tea blend there. Go to Destination W.E.L.L, and let me pull up your website now, Felicia, so that they can
Okay.
see you. Yeah, go to destinationwell.org, and then you can go there, and you can get the 21 days of transformation program.
Yes.
They purchase it there, or
Yes.
purchase it there on her website. There, I want you to also follow Felicia. This is Felicia Redding that we're talking to today. She's a holistic health coach, the owner and founder of Destination W.E.L.L. It's a wellness company, and she offers wellness coaching as well. She is, you can go there at destinationwell.com. You can follow her on Facebook at Destination W.E.L.L, and W.E.L.L stands for
Wholeness in every level of life.
Wholeness. Wholeness. HOLE WHOLE. Wholeness in every area of life. I love
Yes.
that. You know what? That harmonize your life.
Yes. Yes.
Harmony.
Everything's got to be in balance.
It's got to be. It's got to be. All right. And then IG, you can find her at Holistically Felicia.
Yes.
Holistically Felicia. So go to Instagram and follow her. Go to Facebook at Destination W.E.L.L. Follow her. Go to her website at destinationwell.org and follow her. Get the 21 days of transformation. Some of you all have said it's and you coming into January 2022. We're still in the first quarter of the year. It's only February. Listen, you got time to get your beach body together. You got time to detox. You got time to get your life together in this area. Okay. So go to destinationwell.org and get the 21 days of transformation, and reach out to Felicia, reach out to me, and let us know how this program is helping. I know I'm recommending it to a couple of my clients.
I appreciate it.
I am going to recommend it to some of my clients, and I'm also going to put it out there with the Self-Care Network, so that the women that are part of our Self-Care Network, of which you are a part, can be blessed by what you're doing here. So, ladies, I want you to know that you can join the Harmonize Your Life Women's Self-Care Network. If you are watching us on YouTube, you see it scrolling across the screen. If you're listening to us on one of our podcast platforms, on Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or the lightatl.live, where you find us, or all of those places that you can find this podcast. Go there, go to my website at drtonialvarado.com, and sign up and register, become a member of the Harmonize Your Life Women's Self-Care Network. Felicia is a member of our Self-Care Network, and she can tell you that it is a network of women, of primarily African-American women, and we are concerned about self-care for ourselves, for our sisters, for our community. And so we're about healthcare. We're about health, wellness, fitness, fun. We're about eating healthy. We're about resting, sleeping. We're about everything self-care and all things women. All right. Yes. All things self-care and all things women. Go there and join up with us for less than what you pay for a Starbucks cup of coffee. You can become a member of this network, and we'll do you good on your journey. Yes. Again, thank you so much. Oh, wait a minute. Before we go, one other thing. Y'all see me rocking my Harmony sweatshirt?
You look cute.
When you go to my website, get the Harmony Fitness Apparel. Go to drtonialvarado.com. Purchase the fitness apparel. You can purchase your tea there, your Harmony tea blend there. We even have a tea cup that goes with the tea. We have sweatshirts. We have t-shirts. We have tees, and we have t-shirts, and we have the racerback tank top t-shirts that you can work out in, and we have fitness pants there as well. So go and get those things there at drtonialvarado.com, and I know that those things will be a blessing in your life. Go get my resources. Go get Felicia's resources. Remember what we said earlier. We oftentimes we're not successful on on our wellness journey because we don't fortify ourselves with the resources that are out there for us to be well and to live a harmonious life. Felicia, you have one last word of encouragement you want to share with our audience today?
Yes, wellness is not one size fits all. What works for me, what works for Dr. Toni may not work for you. So this journey is a part of self-discovery, learning who you are, who God created you to be, and how he wants you to function. So if we pray and we ask God, he'll show us what he wants us to eat, what he wants us to do, and how he wants us to flow. So be encouraged and keep going, and it's going to happen.
That's right. Be encouraged and keep going on your wellness journey. All right. Listen, thank you again, Felicia, for being with us this week. Thank you for the work that you do in health and wellness and coaching others. Thank you for all those wonderful recipes that you put on Facebook, because I watch them and I go in my kitchen and try to recreate those wonderful dishes that you put out there. Thank you for working with me and partnering with me in the Harmonize Your Life Women's Self-Care Network and helping me develop the Harmony Tea Blend, all the things. Just thank you for being the woman that you are. You rock, girl.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
You rock. All right, you all. We'll see you next week on Harmonize Your Life, Conversations for Self-Care, Conversations on Self-Care for Women of Color podcast with your host, Dr. Toni G. Alvarado. See you soon. Hi, this is Dr. Toni Alvarado. I am so delighted about bringing the Harmonize Your Life podcast to you. Would you do me a favor? If you are enjoying this podcast, would you email me at hello@drtonyalvarado.com? I want to hear from you. I want your feedback. I want to know if there are any other topics that you are interested in as it relates to wellness, self-care, nutrition, or just overall bringing harmony into your life. Email me, contact me at hello@drtonyalvarado.com.